Okay, let's continue the video I did yesterday. I set a money target, okay? Pick a number, pick an amount you want to receive over a certain period of time, like over the next month or something like that, or before the end of August. 3 weeks left in August. Lots of time to move, but you have to set the money target. If you're out there in airy fairy land going, oh, I'm going to try and make as much money as possible, you have no target at all. You're not telling your subconscious anything, and forget about the woo-woo stuff here, okay? Let's talk about practicality, right? When you set a money target, it immediately clarifies things for you. If you set a $4,000 money target for the end of the month and you're trying to sell a $50 thing, you know already, I can't do that, I don't think, unless I go get a good traffic source. It's also lower than the low end of my money tolerance, and I think it's a waste of time, right? So these are factors to think about, but I just want you to think about the pace or the velocity at which you have to do something, right? One $4,000 sale is more probable, or two $2,000 sales, right? And then you have to check, okay, is that in my money tolerance, or do I need to lower that target, achieve it, and then raise it and go get more, right? That's very possible as well, but set the target, and it tells you, okay, looking at my options available for selling things, what can I actually do here? And so you may realize, unfortunately maybe, that the thing that you were working on is just not a good fit for the math right now, right? That you have no chance of getting to where you want to go. I have been doing strategy calls for 8 years with people, and most of the time the biggest problem I find is that they are beaten before they begin, because they have not looked at this kind of simple math, right? Where it's like I need to, they have this vague idea of how much money is enough, right? And I get them to solidify that down to an actual number, and then we look at what they're trying to do and the traffic that they have available to make that happen, and it's never going to happen. They have like 1/10 of the amount of traffic that they actually need. So you need to realistically assess here, what have I got to work with, right? And if you don't have an offer that's available to pay you enough, that good, get to work on getting another one that will pay enough, right? That fits inside those money tolerance goalposts, makes it feel exciting and worth your while and pays you well, so that you can act at the velocity to get that end result, okay? And again, there's no, like all these numbers, $1,000, $10,000, $500, whatever you want to make, one is not better than the other. It's just what you feel is good for you, right? There's no need to push up that number just because you feel like, oh, I'm looking around at my neighbors or something, my neighbor entrepreneurs or something, you know, whether they're virtual or physically across the street, and try and compete with them. This is just with yourself. This is entirely a competition with yourself. So don't get wound up about, oh, I got to make X amount of money because the Joneses are doing it and I need to keep up with them. This is all about you and what's going on in your own mind. So I really encourage you to look at that, right? Set a money target. Figure out how much do I actually need to make here, and not break even, okay? Don't want you just breaking even. If you aim to break even, you're actually going to lose. Most of the time when I'm working with people and like going through the worksheet that I've got to figure out their actual money target, we come up with a number that is double what they thought they needed, double. Okay, and I would recommend that you do that too. If you think you need $2,000, you probably need $4,000. Okay, because what you have planned for most likely are the expected expenses. That's it. Rent, cat food, car payment, you know, electric bill, that kind of stuff, right? Stuff that you can see, food. But there's accidents happen, right? There's the unexpected. The hot water heater goes out and you got to get a new one, or something breaks in the car, or it's somebody's birthday and you got to go get them a gift or go out to a dinner or something like that. And we forget about these things, right? But they add up. And then there's taxes and profit, which are things you really ought to be building into your money plan. And I work with people and help them figure this stuff out. But before they talk to me, people often treat profit, for example, like some airy-fairy thing that someday in the future maybe they'll get. And guess what? They never make any profit until you build it into the money equation and say, okay, I need $500 worth of profit here out of that 4,000 or something like that. And I'm going to build it into the equation and extract it out every month and put it into this other account over here. All right. That's a lot. I don't want to get too far off target here today. What I really want you thinking about is, okay, first of all, like I said yesterday, the customers are out there. There are people out there who are not on holiday, who don't really like summer, don't have kids, right? They're under different pressures than the typical person, but there's still a lot of them out there, and they want to hear from you because they want their serious problem solved that you're able to solve for them, right? Look at that money target that you really need to make, get a number in there that you feel excited about but isn't so overwhelming like, oh my gosh, it's not, better to set a bar even if it's lower than what I said it should be, doubling that or whatever, right? And achieve it. Better to set the target, achieve it, and then go and do something else, set another number and go and do that after, than to never set a number at all, or to strive for something that's so far out of your money tolerance that you just go, I don't believe it, I don't believe it. And again, everybody's got these money tolerance issues. I have a tough time believing I can find $100,000 a month business owners on Facebook. Right? On LinkedIn, no problem, right? But on Facebook, I don't know. But they're there. They're there. Right? I have friends who assure me and show me that they're there, but still, I'm like, no, I don't know. Because Facebook has been so wonky for me for so many years, right? And that's my RAS and what I've filtered in. So anyway, watch for that, throw that stuff out, pick a number, set a target, and then look at the offer that you've got and go, okay, can I do this in time? Is there enough velocity here, right? Do I have to make way too many sales in order to get there? Because it's the $50 sale to get to the $4,000 target, right? That's too many. Unless you've got a huge traffic source and a proven conversion tool, it's not going to happen. It wouldn't happen for me, okay? But the one $4,000 sale or the two $2,000 sales, we can do that as long as we believe we can and it's in our money target, because then we won't throw the sale, right? So think about those things and get a good equation there, right? Unqualified leads, qualified leads, sales, and then that equals your money target, okay? I've explained that in videos for the last 4 years at least, right? Since I've been talking about that. I think I came up with that in like 2013. There are posts where I was writing about it from way back then. So anyway, this is focus, okay? This is not, well, I'll try some things and posting and all that stuff. That's tactics. That's kind of nonsense. It doesn't necessarily get you anywhere. And I know from my own experience, you can keep doing things consistently, but the things don't get you results. And then, great, you put in a lot of effort over a period of time, but it doesn't guarantee you anything. I would rather set up the game so that you have a very good chance of winning, rather than that guy who has to make the 90 sales or whatever in 20 days, right? It's like, let me make one or two. Right, that's a lot more realistic. Okay, and those numbers are for me and my mindset. They might not be true for yours. You might have the ability to make those 90 sales in 20 days. You might just be able to get in front of a lot more people than I can with some offer. But you have to make that assessment. So anyway, if you want some help figuring out your money plan, let me know. I've got a program for that. Obviously, it costs money, but I think I give away a lot of free stuff here, and you should get the idea, right? And what working with me would do is give you more confidence. I would point out things that you might miss and that kind of thing. But anyway, we'll talk soon, and I suggest you go put this stuff into practice right away.